Hi everybody and welcome to Dice Camera Action, a D&D show with lots of super wonderful people, one of whom we're missing but only briefly. Christina will be popping in very shortly. But while we are waiting for her grand entrance, let me briefly recap what has happened thus far. The Waffle Crew encountered an adventurer named Artis Cimber in the cold, cold reaches of the spine of the world, and with him managed to steal the Ring of Winter, a powerful elvish artifact, from the clutches of a three-headed frost giant. Artis warned the Waffle Crew about the power of the ring, the evil contained within it, and its ability to take hold of those who possess it, and only by his sheer force of will had he, in the past and the present, been able to wear it safely. It also granted him effective immortality as the ring halts the aging process of its wearer. The Artis and the Waffle Crew became separated in the city of Port Nyanzaru on the coast of Chult, only to encounter each other later by chance deep in the jungles of Chult when an airship crash brought them into conflict, and it seemed as if Artis, contrary to his earlier assurances, had fallen under the evil sway of the ring. It was then that the party slew Artis, took the ring off him, and it ended up in Paulton's possession, where over a period of time insinuated itself more and more into Paulton's life until they essentially merged and evil Paulton was born.
All of which were accidents.
Yeah. Paulton took the ring into the Shadowfell with the Waffle Crew and their new companion Miranda, an elvish druid. And it was in the Shadowfell that the ring fell into Miranda's position, whereupon she disappeared from the scene with the intention of destroying the ring, finding the key to its destruction. And no, it wasn't throwing it into a volcano. In this case, it was putting it on the finger of an archfey called the Summer Queen. But before she could set out on a task to do it, Miranda's perspective changed when she used the ring to create a companion of ice named Gwyneth, and became so attached to Gwyneth that she felt she needed the ring to keep this friendship, this love, from melting away. The ring was stolen and borne to the city of Waterdeep, where it returned to Paulton's hand once again, briefly before it was seized from him by the arch-wizard Manshoon, he of the iron grasp. Manshoon slipped Paulton's ring on his finger. Evelyn swooped down and tried to tear it off, while everyone else was converging on Paulton's location. Not before an ice dragon was summoned and caused the roof of the Yawning portal to collapse. Last we left Paulton, he was bleeding out on the floor. Evelyn was clutching at Manshoon's iron fist to try to get the ring. Gwyneth was swooping down from the sky. Miranda was in the street outside near Strix on her broom, and Diath running like the wind. And that's when a portal outside opened, and Alessandra Rayburton, the widow of Artis Cimber, also on a quest for the ring, arrived astride her Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think that pretty much covers it.
What a wacky picture to be painted.
Yes. So from the perspective of people outside, they saw the dragon disappear into the Yawning portal. It's a big building, just big enough to fit so monstrous a creature. They saw Evelyn disappear inside the building. They can see Gwyneth about to swoop down on the building. And of course, they can see the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Strix and Diath, you're actually you sort of crossed paths. Strix, you had cast a death ward on Diath at one point, so you're kind of keeping up with him as he arrives on the scene.
Yeah, I wanted to have Strix, if we're standing outside of the portal, of the Yawning portal, right? Like outside the door.
Yeah, you are. You're basically in the street out in front of the Yawning portal.
So like, yeah, I think we just saw Alessandro show up, right?
Yes. Yeah, she literally just dropped into the street right in front of Miranda.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, Strix is like panicking at this point because the last time this happened, it was terrible and everyone almost died. And unbeknownst to the Waffle Crew, she's been doing a bunch of research that has promoted absolutely nothing. Just absolutely nothing. She doesn't understand what's happening. But she's going to walk up to Dieth and just kind of look and be like, I don't want you to die. I don't want to die, and I think it's because I'm cursed. And she's just going to like stand there just going, I think I'm cursed. But it's because I don't want you to die. I don't understand.
I guess Dieth will just say, I don't want you to die either. And I certainly don't want you to be lost. Just stay close to me, okay?
While this is happening, little snowflakes are rising up into the sky around you.
She doesn't notice that. But she's going to take her hand and she's going to put it on his face. And actually put her hand on his face and say, I don't know what this means, but I don't want to lose whatever this curse is. I don't want you to die. I really don't want you to die.
After a moment, Dieth will kind of take his hand and grab hers. And we'll just say, I'm not going anywhere. But for now, our friends need our help. And we'll like bring the hand down, still holding on to it and turning their attention back towards the T-Rex and an ice dragon and all that.
Hi, guys.
And then Strix is like, oh no!
Big T-Rex. Hey, Christina.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, hi.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christina.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
We were probably all over the place. Yay! Did it sync? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably terrible. But
So
that's okay.
there are so many characters in this session and so many moving parts. I am using my own initiative cards today. Alessandra, you come through the portal and you land in the street in front of this inn, the roof of which has collapsed inward. You can hear thrashing from within, but out on the street with you, you see an elf, a female elf. You see behind her, some distance, the familiar figures of Dieth and Strix. Strix on her broom, floating next to Dieth. And you also see sort of chaos of just random people running away from the scene. Now you know that you have arrived here, basically targeting this location with the aid of two of your followers who had been kind of on the lookout for the ring or signs of the ring. You know they're nearby, but you don't know exactly where they are. Those are your bodyguards, Assam and Pharos. What do you do when you arrive?
So I can see Strix and Dieth here.
Yeah, they're a little distance away from you, but within, if you were to call out to them, they would be close enough to hear. And then you just happen to land near this elf woman that you don't recognize.
Who are you?
Why? Who? Wait, hang on. I have to do something before I talk to you. Hang on. Can you give me just like a second?
You don't know who you are?
I do. Well, obviously I do know who I am, but I don't know who you are, and I don't really want to talk to you right now because I have to go save my friend.
They're friends of mine as well, so.
Oh,
So
cool.
we get help
Okay.
from the giant
In a manner of
dinosaur.
speaking.
We're friends?
Alrighty, cool. Well, I'm Miranda then. Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for
your,
it.
your mount is a little creepy. I don't like it. All right, bye.
Terrence isn't creepy.
Strix is gonna like lean into Dieth, be like, didn't we make her mad last time?
I think she's just always mad.
Okay, that's fine.
The other
I'm
thing,
fine with
the other thing you notice, Alessandra, is that it is very, very cold in the city. Considering it's near the beginning of summer, that strikes you as not normal. This is clearly a sign that the ring's power has been invoked, And you also see that there's snow both falling from the sky and levitating upward.
That's normal. I'm going to make my way over to Strix and Dia.
Okay. Strix.
Hello!
Oh, good.
Yes.
I'm glad you did it on the T-Rex. Good.
Yes.
Which, do you want to tell me what's happening?
Oh, that me? Is that how you? That's how I'm addressed these days. All right.
Only because I forgot your name.
It's Strix. That's my name.
Got it.
I mean, I don't really know if it's my name, but you know, it's my name for now. Anyway, we don't know what's happening in there, and there's a giant ice dragon, and I feel like your giant dinosaur might be able to fight that giant ice dragon.
Sounds like something we could do.
Yes, but we need a plan, because last time I went into an inn like this where the Ring of Winter was involved, I immediately almost died and then got sucked away to help the C team and then came back healed, thankfully, with a bunch of gifts.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened.
Okay, that sounds like something. Do you have any idea what you'd like to do?
All right, we need to be strategic. I say you make the
Strategic?
T-Rex. That's never going to happen. Strategic is not a thing. I have no skills in that department. I say that you make the dinosaur go in first. And I look up at the dinosaur and I'm like, Terrence, hello, would you like to help be a hero?
Please tell me you're going to voice my dinosaur.
Every dinosaur street.
So Terrence is just a T-Rex.
Right?
So
Strix doesn't know that. This thing looks like a dragon. She doesn't
he,
know.
he just lets out this terrible roar, but make an insight check, Strix.
Okay, that's not for a T-Rex. Cool. That's 14.
Okay. Your best assessment is that this is a trained beast that is beholden through some sort of mystical connection to Ubtao and is in the service of Alisanda and completely under her control. So it will do whatever you think it will do, whatever
okay.
she tells it to do.
All right.
No.
I look at her and I'm like, this is a great distraction for getting whoever has the Ring of Winter on to not pay attention to whoever is taking the Ring of Winter off. And I look around Dieth and I hold up my pair of scissors.
Are you intending to cut the finger off?
We'll do whatever we have to do. It's bad news.
Fine.
I'm over at the window and I turn and look at you guys and I'm yelling, do you guys know a weird pale man with long hair and a skirt that looks like a beard?
All right. At this point in time, Miranda, as you are looking through the window of the inn, you can see the chaos reigning inside. This big ice dragon thrashing around, smashing things. You see a man with a sword. Looks like might be the innkeeper, but it's a big-ass sword he's wielding, and a scary greatsword at that. And he's standing toe-to-toe with a black-clad wizard with a metal gauntlet that Evelyn is basically clinging onto and using her feet to kind of push off from. But there are also a slew of towering, green-skinned, bat-winged demons that are descending upon Evelyn even as you watch this. And they begin to accost her. And the way they move suggests that there's actually two of these creatures, but that there are multiple magical duplicates of them to basically thwart attacks against them. So to confuse anybody who might attack them. But right now, their turn, they come down and make big great axe swings at Evelyn. Evelyn, the first one is a 22 to hit, and the second one's a natural 1, so that missed.
The 22 will hit, though.
Okay. And then the second swing is a 16, which misses, and a 25, which hits.
Hit.
So you're hit a total of twice by 2 different attacks. And the first one does 27 slashing damage.
I'm wielding a shield, so I'm going to use my protection fighting style as a reaction to impose disadvantage on
that attack. Okay. That second roll is a 26, so it's going to hit regardless. So 27 on that attack, and 26 on the next, for a total of 53 points of
Ow.
damage.
That's not nice.
And then they're done. And then their images all sort of move around to confuse you as to which one was the actual one that hit you. Dieth, what do you do?
Strix, can I borrow the scissors? You're muted.
I'm sorry. You knew what I was doing. I was pointing at the scissors. I was like,
You grab the scissors.
Yeah.
yeah. So she hands them over.
It'll be easier for me to get in close if it comes to that.
That's what I figured.
We'll need your magic and your fire to handle everything else.
That's also what I figured.
Just-
Please don't die.
Just be careful. I'm trusting you. Dieth will go up to the window where Miranda was kind of peeking in so he can figure out what the fuck's going on.
That's when you see Manshoon and Evelyn in close proximity to each other. The dragon, which looks like it will wreak havoc any minute now. Paulton lying face down on the ground.
And I have not met Manshoon before, right?
That is true because you did not go to Gralhund Villa. So what you see before you is Evelyn duking it out with a black-robed wizard. His cowl is up, so you can just see sort of the barest hint of a very pale face and long, dark hair issuing from underneath it. You can also see that he has a metal gauntlet for his left hand, clenched, and the glowing ring of winter is on one of his fingers.
He looks real evil. Just
He's got a wicked staff.
Yes. Metal gauntlet, ring, and Evelyn fighting him is more than enough for me. So, I know there's a main entrance to the Yawning portal. Was there any kind of side or rear entry point?
Yeah, there are other entry points.
Okay, yeah, I would like to make my way to the rear, ideally to the one that's closest to like the backside of this figure that is battling.
Absolutely.
With the villain.
When you go around in that direction, and I just rolled this randomly, you see that the entrance is open, but it's just absolutely choked with fallen rubble,
Heck.
where a large piece of the ceiling has fallen inward and blocked it off. That doesn't necessarily mean you don't think you could try to slip through it, but you see it's obviously an obstacle.
Okay, well, I am a lanky boy.
All right.
So I will attempt to try to see if I can't squeeze through that.
Okay. You start to make your way through the wreckage and the dust. Make a dexterity acrobatics check for me.
Acrobatics, yay! It's gonna be really good.
That's good.
27.
Okay, you are able to navigate through the wreckage to basically enter from the side, and from Manshoon's perspective, behind him.
Great. Yeah, then depending on how much action I have left, I would like to try to stealth my way up to him.
You can absolutely do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. Ooh. 23. Wait. No, I'm proficient. Therefore, because of my reliable talent, 24.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, and I forgot to roll for the demons because they're present as well. Okay, so neither Manshoon nor the Nikoloths nor the ice dragon are able to detect you as you creep up behind him.
Winky. All right. And then I want to get that ring.
How are you going to do that? He's got it worn on the clenched fist of his metal hand.
If there's one thing that Dieth can do, it's sleight of hand.
That's true.
Which I've done maybe once this entire campaign.
Who knows how he does it? It seems impossible. As though stealing a ring from a clenched iron fist. But if anyone can do it, Dieth sure can. Even if it had to be at disadvantage.
Well, the metal hand kind of spooks me away from using the scissors.
Sure.
yeah, I guess this sword, Dieth just kind of appear behind him and more or less like grab his hand and pull it out straight. Use his right hand to kind of like wrap it around to hold it straight, and then use that left hand while holding the arm straight to like slip the finger off from the end. That's the theatrical description of the attempt of sliding the ring off.
Pretty sure I said don't die.
All right, go ahead and make a strength athletics check to grapple.
Okay. Okay. Let's use this die. I would like to use my human determination ability to give myself an advantage.
Absolutely.
It's ability check. Because that was a 3. You know what? I'm going to use a different d20. The 3 was better.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay.
Remember, you're death warded.
Yep. Yes. So he turns to and looks at you,
Hey.
and laughs. He laughs in your face and says, "I've spent years searching for this ring. Now it's mine. Once I attune to it, not you, not Laeral, not Elminster of Shadowdale himself will be able to protect the city from my wrath." And then he tells the dragon to squish you.
Ooh.
Well, that Laeral name drop sure is poignant.
Yep. But Gwyneth, you're next.
All right, how far away am I from the hole in the top of the Yawning portal?
Not far at all, like 10 feet away from the hole and about another 15 or so feet down into the structure to get to the floor.
Okay, and is Miranda still outside, or did Miranda go in?
She's outside by a window so that she can see in, but she hasn't actually gone in.
I'm just gonna go straight after the dragon.
Okay. Go for it. You can attack the dragon.
Well, I'm gonna fly in like after it,
Okay.
and as I'm flying down, I'm going to create my ice rapier.
Okay. Your
Just
ice rapier
as a
just sort of
precaution.
forms in your hand, stretching outward to a sharp, piercing tip.
Yeah, and so I guess I'll go straight for the dragon. Why
Okay.
not?
Have at it. Make your attacks against the dragon. And remember, you have multiple attacks.
I do. Oh no. 16 and a 15.
Okay. Fortunately, this is a big dragon. You hit both times.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Now, just so you know, your cold damage will not hurt the dragon, but your normal piercing damage will.
That's fair. It's going to take 5 and then 6 points of regular damage.
Okay, so you chip 2 basically chips off its scales. The dragon looks like it can take a lot more of that poking.
And do I have any of my? That was 25 feet, right? To get into.
Correct.
I'm just gonna fly up 5 more feet.
Okay, so you're kind of just hovering above the dragon. That's where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Those of you who are inside the inn can, for the first time, up close, see this woman made of ice with these beautiful crystalline wings floating above the dragon whom she's just pierced twice with her icy rapier.
Except for
Evelyn
me,
has
'cause
like
I'm still down.
sparkly eyes.
Right. Yes. except for Paulton, who's lying face down on the floor.
Still dying here.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
Yep. Right.
Out
Yeah.
on the street, Strix, Alessandra, and Miranda, you see coming out from some other buildings onto the street, from between 2 buildings, I should say, is a black-cloaked figure with pale face, long dark hair, and a metal hand. It is he.
It's Manshoon?
Yep.
He has
And-
another Manshoon?
He casts a spell, and well, first thing he does is he looks and says to Alessandra, Alessandra Rayburton, well, you have come a long way to die.
Well, I didn't
No
hear
one's
you die.
dying.
And he casts a spell, and a big hand of ice forms before you, Alessandra, and tries to grab hold of you.
And I cast Halt.
What?
I'm just going like this.
Da-ba-da-ba-da. His big B's hand is.
Instantaneous attack.
So this will be. Use the hand strength score to attempt to grapple. So this is an ability check it's making against you, not an attack. So you get to make a either a strength athletics or a dexterity acrobatics check, your choice, to try to resist this grappling hand.
Strength. 27.
Okay, the hand tries to grapple you, and you just kind of bend its icy fingers back and throw the hand off of you. It is not able to grasp you.
You should really know me better than that by now.
And you can see he just clenches his fist and shakes it at you.
I'm not used
Saw
to
what I did to your
strong
last
people.
fist.
Yep.
We have Evelyn. Why could you say that?
I mean, strong people that aren't wearing armor, big armor.
Then coming up behind you from some other place in the city, Alessandra, is your druid companion Nylendri on the back of her triceratops. And she says, I am so sorry, mistress. I got dropped one street over. I don't know what happened.
Well, you're here now. A little late, but welcome.
And
Did you find out anything?
she says, our arrival here has created quite a panic.
How so?
I saw members of the city watch mustering and heading in our direction.
Great.
Too many dinos.
Yep. And she looks at Manshoon, having watched what he tried to do to you, and she says, may I charge him?
Please.
All right. She takes the triceratops and barrels it toward Manshoon with the intention of trying to trample him.
Yay!
He better not hurt her.
All right. Triceratops rolled a 20, which is enough. All right. So it makes this trampling charge, stomping Manshoon as it trundles past, knocking Manshoon to the cobblestone street. And so the wizard is now prone with the triceratops basically looming above him. Then Nylendri says, stay down. Nothing. Paulton.
Mm-hmm.
Paulton has a death save.
Cool. Cool.
That's good. Cool.
I don't know, Chris Perkins. What do you think?
I mean, I could decide, but I'd just as soon let the dice do that.
Yep, that would be a 5.
Okay.
Ouch.
So the blood continues to flow out across the floor.
Still dead.
Yep.
Just pointing that out. Still dying. Still dying.
I can help.
Let's see. Yeah. Handrew is going to scuttle across the floor and launch itself at this other Manshoon with the Ring of Winter. But he just gets swatted away by Manshoon's staff.
No.
Simon, who when we last saw was basically hiding under a table and pushed himself over in a corner by the entrance to stay out of harm's way of the dragon, says to Evelyn, "Mommy, Daddy doesn't look so good."
Evelyn is on the floor after having like braced her feet against Manshoon, trying to pull the ring off, basically like popped off, fell on the ground, was attacked by all these shadowy thingies, and she's swatting them away. She's like, "I know, honey, it's okay. Give Mommy just a second."
All right. Diath, Durnan seems more concerned about the damage that this dragon is doing to his establishment and turns to face it, striking it 4 times, or trying to strike it 4 times with his greatsword. 1, 2, 3. And he hits the dragon all 4 times. As the sword, if the target is an object, it takes extra damage from this sword. Great. It's not technically an object, though. It's a construct. But you know what? Fuck it. He's going to get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who says Chris Perkins is not the kind DM?
Exactly.
Who says he's not merciful?
Right. So he starts just hacking away at this ice dragon, and big chunks of the dragon go flying off. Let's see if I take average damage. Okay. This dragon, you think, after this series of 4 whacks, may have lost up to 1/5 of its hit points.
Sorry, did you say 5th?
A 5th of its hit points. Looks like just went.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That also means there's 4/5 remaining.
That's
Yes.
okay. We'll be okay.
Oops, I just took that off the wrong creature.
Just leave it. You know, you can just add.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
can leave it.
And yeah, I had that on Manshoon. It's like, well, no, Manshoon, no. So after whacking on this dragon 4 times, he says to the dragon, "Grave mistake." Out on the street, Strix Alessandra, you see 2 figures come out from around the backside of the tavern. At first, they look like tall, well-built Chultan men in sort of cloaks and plain garb. But then they rip their cloaks off with this flourish. The cloaks magically turn to shadow all around them, swirl around them once, and then the cloaks disappear, and what's left standing where they were are these same 2 men, but they are clad in golden armor with pterodactyl helms.
What the shit is happening here?
And you recognize them, Alessandra, as your bodyguards, Assam and Farus.
Freaking cool.
Their 2 pterodactyls just fly right over them like fighter jets.
Cool.
And they pull out their great swords and charge the Manshoon lying prone on the street.
Strix is watching this like the coolest thing she's ever seen. Like, oh, wow.
All right.
I thought we were done with dinos.
Yep. They both hit Manshoon, and the wizard on the street looks in pretty bad shape. That's them. All right. The Manshoon in the tavern goes next. You can see that the ring is sort of sparkling on his hand, but it doesn't sort of shimmer evil in the way you saw it when it was in Paulton's possession. Like he hasn't fully awakened its power yet. For that reason, he does not use the ring at this point in time, but he does shoot his gaze up at the curious flying creature who's been attacking his ice dragon. And he says to you, Gwyneth, "All that the ring has made, I control." And he holds his mailed hand up to you. You see the glimmer of the ring, and he is trying to exert control over you But since you were not simply created by the ring, but be created by the ring and Miranda's power, you get a saving throw to resist Manshoon's command.
Which saving throw?
That would be a wisdom saving throw. I'm
Whatever
sorry.
your highest one is.
I'm sorry. That's a lie. That would be a charisma saving throw.
Well, I rolled a natural 20, so I don't think it really matters that much.
Okay.
That's my girl! Don't touch my girlfriend!
Yes, and Miranda, you're looking through the window.
In the window.
Basically, while he's trying to exert the power of the ring over her, and Gwyneth's like, no.
Coming after him.
All right, that's his action. The ice dragon goes next. Diath and Durnan are the subjects of its wrath.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, so first thing off, it tries to bite Durnan successfully. That hurt. Then it tries to claw Durnan twice, succeeding both times. Durnan is bloodied after that.
Oh, no.
And then tail smash on you, Paulton. That will be a 19.
on
sorry,
Paulton or-
I'm sorry,
yeah.
a DF. 19.
Just gonna kill him outright.
Crushing him? Like,
19 on DF.
Ow. 19?
Yeah.
I
Remember, you have the badge.
I do. And what I also have is pulling out Gutter and using my new Blade Mastery feat to use my reaction to enter a parry stance, giving me one more additional armor class.
Oh, shit.
So he misses.
Okay.
Damn.
That's the ice dragon. Okay.
I also have advantage on opportunity attacks, but I don't know if that'll matter.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Inside the tavern, coming out of the shadows, is a stealthy assassin-like figure.
All right, bye, everyone.
No.
This is. Chris was like,
Just let me get my turn.
Chris is like, I heard the kids like Battle Royale.
Yeah, exactly.
You made these bring in every villain magic.
All right, Diath, when the hairs on the back of your neck tingle when you realize that there is another person here, a dangerous force about to reveal itself. It does not attack you, however. It grabs Simon from underneath the table, picks him up, and holds a blade to the kid. And you realize it is Erstal Floxen, the Zent assassin who you have met time and again.
This motherfucker. Ooh.
And he says, touch the wizard and the kid dies. Out on the street, more figures show up, and it's not it is not the City Watch.
Todd.
It is a woman who looks like a swashbuckler in black leather with a rapier and red curly hair. There is a male Tarami, colorfully dressed, looks like a bard, and has a lyre, L-Y-R-E, in his possession. And there is a host of flying snakes, very colorful flying snakes all around him. There is a bald woman whose head is covered with tattoos, dressed in black robes. There is two halflings, both females, dressed like ninjas. There is a Kalashite woman with a curved scimitar dressed in gleaming armor. There is a halfling who looks like a very well-dressed wizard with a dashing-looking cape and a sort of a tricorn hat. And there is a male half-orc with a red mohawk. All of these Zentarum figures pour out into the street, and the swashbuckler woman orders them to, she shouts, "Kill the dinosaurs!"
What is
You're right. The Yawning Portal is the Tilted Towers of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Where?
feel like Chris just
Yeah.
rolled 1d100.
Yep.
And just said, "That's how many people are going to show up. Let's go."
So the ones on the ground begin running over and attacking the Triceratops and charging Alessandra across the street to get at her, to take her down off her T-Rex. Meanwhile, from the rooftops come a flurry of crossbow bolts that rain down upon both dinosaurs.
Everyone's here.
Let's play a game. Everyone drinks every time Chris says "meanwhile" from now on.
Every time a new character is added. Oh
All right.
gosh.
So both Terrence and the Triceratops, while big hulking brutes, they're not that hard to hit. So Alessandra, several crossbow bolts start to stick in Terrence's side, neck, and head. And you can see that the halfling ninjas are basically dancing around your T-Rex's feet and thrusting and stabbing at it with their knives. It seems kind of ludicrous to you that these tiny little creatures are attacking this big creature, but you do admire their ferocity, their fearlessness. While that's going on, Strix, what do you do?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm just like looking from the pterodactyls to Manshoon to like the. I'm just like, ah! But I knew that Paulton and Evelyn and Dieth are in the inn, so I'm just like, I think they can handle it. I just go into the inn.
Okay, staying on your broom, like going in through the roof kind of deal, or through the entrance, or what?
I will probably go through the entrance because I'm right in front of the entrance.
All right.
Because I don't think I want to go in the air, considering there's a dragon and crossbow bolts, and there's 1,000 things going on right now.
All right. While that's going on, one of the people you blow past is this Zentarum, this colorfully dressed Zentarum bard who has all these flying snakes over his head. He's not paying attention to you, but he's striking notes on his lyre to inspire the Zentarum and to warn them that the city watch could arrive at any time. Strix, you can get into the inn and still have an action.
Okay. So I pass by this guy who's inspiring everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Well, if I see him inspiring everyone, I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look at him and just gonna be like, how many people in that area can if he's outside the door, could maybe chain lightning reach someone inside?
No. You think it could reach, but you don't necessarily have line of sight if you're outside. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Chain lightning just jumps.
You're going to wait until you get into the place and then sort of chain lightning it? Okay, yeah, you could do that.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I get inside, I'm going to look around and then assess who is the biggest threats.
There's a big-ass ice dragon. Probably that's the biggest threat. Then there's the Manshoon wizard inside battling Dieth and Evelyn. And there are two big demon creatures who make a Arcana check to see if you recognize what they are.
I just shitting myself right now. That's 10?
Ugh. You don't know what they are, but there's multiple copies of them.
They look familiar, but I can't remember which plane of the hells I saw them in.
Right, and given what you know about the mirror image spell, I'm just checking to see what targeting might do to that. It only affects attacks, it looks like. So,
okay, so if I were to cast something on these demons, if I am assuming that it's a mirror image, if I can kind of tell, then I know that a chain lightning would also get rid of that mirror image.
Yes, if you want to. Oh, that's interesting. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so the duplicates only matter if the creature is actually being attacked. But if it's making a saving throw versus a spell, the mirror images don't matter.
Okay.
So your spell just sort of avoids them.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go in and focus on... I don't know if I really want to mess with that ice dragon, but I guess the ice dragon is probably the biggest threat. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Chain Lightning on that ice dragon.
Okay.
But it's also going to go towards the person who's inspiring the Zents.
Yep.
And if I can see the guy who has Simon, it's going to go for him too.
Okay. Make a perception check to see if you've noticed him.
Okay.
He's not hiding per se. But
Nope.
Okay.
Don't know where it is.
All right.
Don't see him at all.
Okay.
Gone.
But first things first, Manshoon is going to attempt to counterspell your spell.
Oh, okay, asshole. Fine. That's
All right.
fine.
Okay. Your spell goes fizzle, fizzle, pop. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Okay.
Neat.
Well, then I'm going to use my sorcery points. And when that happens, and just look at him and say, "You were a chicken!" And I'm going to use my Quicken spell to try and polymorph him again.
Okay. The second Manshoon out in the street will attempt to counterspell that.
He doesn't see me!
Yes, he does.
Cool.
Okay. It does not work.
Well,
What doesn't? The counterspell or her spell?
nothing works.
The polymorph spell is counterspelled.
Jeez.
No. Well, there goes all my spells, so,
So you think that's exactly what Manshoon was waiting for?
cool! Cool! Cool.
All right.
As I realize that, I just start to cry.
Okay.
I just start to cry.
Is
Diath.
it like an angry cry with like
Yeah.
tears that go up?
No. it's like I've like all of my friends are going to die. I've let them down and I hate myself kind of cry.
Doppel Diath. We almost forgot about him, but here he is on a
Don't
card.
I? The real.
We can
Diath.
forget.
Yeah. So Doppel Diath, what would you like to do? You've got Evelyn. You've got other Diath. Oh, other Diath. God, you hate him.
Oh, what? I can't believe a fake Diath would arrive here in front of me. Real Diath. I will show him. What for? I'm going to Doppel Diath will attack actual Diath.
All right. So Doppel Diath makes his first attack at +6 and his second attack at +6.
All right. And he tries to be all like cool ninja, all roguey up to real Diath, but it's more like a real derp, like high knee, high elbow, kind of like. And then this comes at him. Diath is still in his parry stance.
Yeah, that's true.
No room for fakes here. Real Diath deflects the first one.
Okay, great.
Second attack, he'll just say, I'm much better looking than this fake Diath. Ooh, and rolls worse. So
Okay.
both miss.
Strix, you're momentarily confused when you see one Diath attacking another, and the one who's doing the attacking seems particularly clumsy.
Oh, I'm like, no, not again.
And less handsome.
I just like pointed at him. I'm like, that's the stranger face touch.
Evelyn, you're up.
Okay, so Paulton is within 30 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
Still dying.
Right. And also this person holding my son hostage is also within 30 feet of me.
Yes.
Good thing Mommy Evelyn is good at multitasking. So she looks at this and she, with great frustration and power, goes, oh, and like superhero punches the ground, and an aura of vitality springs out from her, which then maintains an aura of sparkling gold healing around her in a 30 feet radius, I believe. Let me double check that. 30 feet radius, yeah. So that's a lot. And that will heal Paulton 2d6 hit points remotely. And then that's the bonus action. Is casting, so the casting spell is the action. Dang it. I thought I could get away with casting and moving.
Well,
well.
you can still, you've only used a bonus action at this point, right?
Well, casting the spell would be the action, and then the bonus action is the healing.
But then you still have movement.
Yeah, so, but I can't, like, I was going to try to move into my son.
I see.
Can I move? No hands, just like not trying to attack anyone, just they happen to get in my way and I move real fast. Can I just try to topple them over? Like, poof.
No. No.
It was worth a try, Christopher.
You can get it. You can get in their face. That's about it. And if they move away from you and do nothing but move, and attempt to do something else, you can take an oppie attack if the circumstances allow it.
Yeah, I'll just get right up in his face.
Okay.
Be like, as soon as I have another action, Sonny.
And you can see Simon is protesting this whole time, saying, "Oh, I wish I had some darts." And
Simon's just looking and going,
Come on.
Miranda, you're outside the window. What do you do?
Can I see Paulton from here?
Yes, he is lying on the floor. Oh, did you roll the hit points for Paulton's healing?
Oh, I rolled that?
Yeah.
I hadn't even gotten out my dice yet. I was so enthralled.
While that's going on, Miranda, you can see that healing light seems to wash over Paulton. So you don't think he's in any imminent danger of like just bleeding out.
Mm-hmm. Can I see
Oh my god.
Manshoon with the ring?
I rolled snake eyes on those 2d6.
Cool.
It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
Paulton like wakes up with just a.
It's alright, I got you!
Oh.
Can I see the Manshoon with the ring inside the inn from where I am?
You sure can.
Cool. All right. So we're gonna. She has this neat thing called Balm of the Summer Court. We're gonna dump 5d6 of healing into Paulton since it's.
I remember that one.
Yay.
Yeah. You've got 14 health.
Cool.
But I am also going to go ahead and cast some insect plague on Manshoon's face.
Ooh.
Okay.
I want him to drop that ring.
Insect plague.
It's a con save.
The good news is, thanks to Strix, he has already used his reaction.
Yay, thanks. I'm a great guinea pig wasting my 6th level spell.
No.
All right.
teamwork.
Okay.
It is teamwork.
So it is a 20-foot radius sphere. So it will also get, it'll have the dragon in its range, it'll have Diath in its range, and it will have Paulton in its range.
Can I maneuver it so it's just on the back of Manshoon?
You can move, oh, that's interesting. So Diath is kind of on one side of Manshoon and Paulton on the other. So pick your...
Oh, okay. Is there anyone above him anymore, or is Evelyn gone?
Evelyn has moved. She went off to confront somebody else who you can't see.
So can I pick a point above his head so that his head is in the bottom of the 20-foot sphere?
Not without getting... Well,
Just a reminder. Not doing great.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything that lets you like shape your spells or anything like that, or?
Not my spells.
okay.
I have no.
Not really, because Manshoon and Diath's like head heights are pretty much the same. I guess Paulton's on the ground, but you're trying to be very precise with a spell that's just not.
Yeah.
Is bugs.
Just bugs. Might just use that 5th level spell slot anyway and do Call Lightning.
Okay.
If it'll just hit him. I don't want to hit my friend.
It will just hit him.
Okay. He's going to make a dex save.
Yes, he does. Okay, well, that's... okay.
Does his metal hand conduct the electricity and make it worse?
Oh, that normally, so does wearing armor impose disadvantage normally? Like, is this like shocking
Oh,
blast?
no, I was just joking about the fact that it's metal.
Okay.
Haha, I'm funny.
So he only rolled a 13, so I'm betting that's probably
No.
bad for him.
No.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll your damage. He takes all of it.
20 lightning damage.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Am I able to Mask of the Wild and try and disappear a little bit
Oh,
by the window?
I just realized he has advantage on his saving throws.
Oh, well,
Oh, what's your DC?
16.
Okay, he still didn't make it.
Oh,
So yeah, you can do that. Absolutely.
yes! All right, I'm going to hide right in front of the window, kind of use my cloak to camouflage, and just sit there with my eyes peeking up in the window watching everything.
Okay. Meanwhile, there's all this battle playing out on the street behind you, Miranda.
I'm trying to hide from that.
Yeah. The bard who is inspiring the Zents basically sicks all of his flying snakes on Alisanda.
Oh, I was waiting for him.
On me personally.
Yeah. So a swarm of flying snakes flies toward you, Alisanda, and begins trying to bite you.
How many snakes?
There are a total of 10.
Oh, well played.
Okay, I know they have to basically roll a natural 20 to hit you. So they swarm around you, and none of them is able to get through your armor.
And I, at that moment, just say drop.
You're just going to tell the snakes to drop?
I am, and then the target will drop. No, not drop. I want them to grovel because I'd like them prone on the ground.
Does it affect? How many targets does it affect?
Well, at higher levels, anything above your class, so up to about level 20, am I?
Yeah.
So I think I could hit all 10 of them.
Okay. And do they have to understand you? I mean, do they need a language to do, or is it just doesn't matter?
Yes, they need to understand, but I also speak. Let's see.
Is that parcel tongue?
I'm quite fluent in parcel.
You know what?
Common. Reads, writes, speaks, and understands common.
Okay. They actually do understand what you're saying. So they drop. All these snakes, flying snakes, just sort of fall to the ground and just start pressing themselves as close to the ground as possible all around you.
And that ends their turn.
Yes, it does. The city watch shows up. They start to come into the street. Alisanda, the ones closest to you are so taken aback by the presence of your mount and you that they seem hesitant to attack. And
rightfully so.
Honestly, they don't seem all that interested in you. In terms of setting up, staging some sort of conflict against you. They begin to target and pinpoint members of the Zentarim.
Is Todd there?
If somebody was outside who would recognize him, I would let you know. Todd could just be third guard from the left to Alisanda and Miranda.
They would know.
Yeah.
No frame of reference, no history check to roll.
No, nothing to roll.
Todd is still third guard to the left for most of us.
Indeed. All right. A very, very large arrow comes sailing into the battle, Alisanda. You see it. And Miranda, you notice it when the bard stops playing briefly his lyre, and this big, gigantic arrow shoots through his body and sticks there. And you're not even sure where it came from. He just sort of spins around, kind of looks in your direction, and realizes he's got this gigantic bolt through his body.
Sorry, buddy.
He's still alive and just kind of shocked and obviously bleeding profusely and not in great shape. And then a second bolt comes at him and goes right through his head.
Ooh.
And he falls dead to the ground.
Still shocked.
Yes.
Oh.
Miranda, the Zentarim woman with the shaved head and the tattoos, takes notice of you.
Even with my Mask of the Wild?
That's a good question. I forgot about that. No, she doesn't. Okay. She turns toward Alessandra and looks like she's prepared to cast a spell, and then invisible red devils, each about the size of a cat, appear around her and start stinging her with their scorpion tails.
What? Am I aware of what's happening?
Yeah, Alessandra, you see this threat about to cast a spell on you when suddenly she's beset by imps, these devil creatures. And it is your turn. Alessandra, it is so much chaos around you. Nylendri is busy fighting some of these Zentarum people. The City Watch is fighting Zentarum people. And your bodyguards have arrived and are awaiting orders. What do you do?
I would like to send my bodyguards inside to try to disarm Manshoon of the Ring.
Okay, that's what they do. What do you do?
All right. I want to go inside. I feel like my people have this under control. So I would like to go inside.
Are you dismounting?
Yes, I will dismount. I will leave Terrence.
Okay. Terrence seems to be keeping the... Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, you're able to basically stride in behind your bodyguards. They will move to the sides so that you are granted the entrance that you deserve.
Like a queen entrance and they part the ways?
Yes.
I love this. All right.
And for the first time, Evelyn and Paulton, you see that Alessandra has appeared.
I do.
Is Paulton still all injured?
He is injured, but looking better than he did a few seconds ago.
A long time no see there.
Hey, you. That lot. Hope
Alessandra.
you're well. Oh, I knew that. I knew that. No, I'm just scared.
Would you come here for a moment? Do you have the strength to come here for a moment?
Looks like the strength is still slowly returning to his battered body, but
just kind of sitting like, I think I'm going to stay here. I think I'm going to sit.
You have enough movement to Alessandra that you could get over to him.
All right, at that point, I would like to walk over to him and lean really close to his face and boop him on the nose and use lay on hands to heal him.
Okay. How much healing would you like to give him?
How much does he need? I can go up to about 100.
You feel like it's somewhere in the realm of like 70 to max.
All right, so I will boop him on the nose and restore 70.
Lay on boop.
How?
Like, did you just boot me?
Level 20.
What happened?
Do you want to complain about the way that I did it, or would you like to be grateful and just say thank you and help your friends?
Thank you. That was wonderful. That was the most helpful thing anyone's done for a while. As I was, I mean, yeah, that helped too. You know, like it 2 HP or like 16 HP. Also, very valid, very much. And Evelyn, thank you for letting me not die. That was really cool. I like not dying. I appreciate you. I want you to know that.
You know what would be great is if with that healing came humility.
Not wrong. I mean, what?
What came what now?
I'm sure it's a word that's not in your vocabulary, but you're welcome.
Thank you. I just like throw up. It's like, still processing, almost dying. Body's really still not used to that. You'd think after like the third almost time. Nope. Hurts every time.
Speaking of processing, many situations happening.
Yeah.
Demon creatures fall on top or come down with their axes on top of Alessandra, and her bodyguards just sort of appear around her to block and try to take the blows. And they are successful in parrying both of the demons' attacks.
Nice.
Diath.
Yeah. I'm still being accosted by fake Diath.
Yes. And you are still very close to this Manshoon.
Yeah.
And you see that Manshoon's assassin has Simon.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
And says, if you do anything to the wizard, Simon gets it.
All right. So, in the middle of parrying against fake Diaz, really pathetic blows. Like he does not know how to use a short sword at all. With Diaz's left hand, he grabs hold of Moon Splinter and unsheathes it. In the middle of parrying, Misty steps away.
Oh.
Peer behind Floxum.
Okay.
So I could stab him in the back of the throat.
Well done. Go for it. You
He
have
deserves
advantage.
it, really.
Yeah. It's a lot. 27.
Yep, that gets him.
Okay. I haven't gotten to roll a lot of d6s in a while. Here we go.
Erstil still has some of the scars from his previous altercations with you, but
Yep.
bring it.
Yep. Back to finish it up. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Got a few sixes in here, so that feels good. 36. 41.
Okay, he is still alive after that attack.
Cool. Is it enough to at least like loosen his grip on Simon or anything?
No.
Cool.
Good.
All right. Well, got him.
Okay, do you have any other attacks or anything you want to do?
That's I still only had like the one attack. Per
Okay.
turn. That's most I got.
Gwyneth?
Okay. Oh, all right. So I have a question. Is what Manshoon using the ring on
Yeah.
me? Is that that wouldn't be like charmed or anything, would it?
I guess it would be something like that, but it's more like the ring. Since you're basically a piece or a fragment that the ring has created, it's basically. But yeah, we'll say it's like a charm effect.
Because I'm immune to being charmed.
Okay, that wouldn't apply to this particular effect.
Good try though. Good one. Good one.
I figured I'd ask. Anyway, so I'm gonna throw some ice darts at him.
Okay, but since you've broken the hold of the ring, you can't be affected by it. You're fine.
I'm still gonna throw some ice darts at him.
Absolutely.
I get to throw 3. I have one dirty 20. I have a 17 and an 18.
Okay, the dirty 20 hits, the 17 and the 18 do not. They are knocked away by his staff. And they just sort of shatter as he hits them.
All right. Well, he's going to take 8 points of 6 points of regular damage and 2 points of cold damage.
Okay, oops, taking off the wrong person. That he does, and that bloodies Manshoon.
Ooh.
At that moment, Erstil Floxen
So terrified, he runs away.
Has a change of heart.
All about redemption stories, right?
Yeah. Having just taken 41 points of backstabby damage,
Yeah.
and seeing a Manshoon in a bloodied state, does not do anything to Simon other than continue to hold him. He seems to panic and contemplate his options. The Manshoon outside on the street, let's see, everybody is basically inside except for Miranda, who is hidden from view.
Yes.
All right. This Manshoon outside basically casts a spell on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex is engulfed in a hemispherical energy field and pulled down into the ground. And is just gone.
This like literally is like a Marvel movie. Like there'd be so much CG in this scene.
People just disappearing into clouds of dust.
Yep.
Jesus.
My child, you monster.
And then Nylendre takes her Triceratops and stomps on top of Manshoon. Basically dances on his head, smashing him into the ground to a pulp. And Miranda, you see that Manshoon turn into slush.
Oh. Okay.
Are we talking like ice slush or like
Yeah.
blood slush?
It's like
okay.
ice slush.
I was picturing something a lot worse.
That's a good distinction, Holly. It's an important.
Okay.
Yeah. My mind went dark places.
Miranda, you see more of these large bolts flying through the air and piercing Zent flesh. You see that the two ninjas standing around where the Tyrannosaurus used to be now start to accost some city watchmen. Paulton, what do you do?
Okay. Do I see Manshoon with the ring?
You sure do.
Okay. It's like,
Simon is also still held hostage.
that is not good.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Manshoon and just be like, listen here, buddy. It's not yours. You'd best act accordingly. And I'm going to attempt to use one of my Vistani curses on him,
Okay.
which is Wisdom 17.
He has advantage.
Why?
Okay.
Paulton just says why.
He rolled a 2 and a 1 on the die.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
So, Manshoon is now, until the spell is removed, unattuned to the Ring of Winter.
Okay. All right then. The ring just sort of goes kind of dead and dark on his gauntleted hand. And he doesn't understand. You can tell just by the way he looks at the ring, he doesn't understand what's just happened. This is something's gone horribly, horribly awry. And he just says, "No!
Yes.
You're mine, damn you!"
I mean, it's still pretty.
All right. Is that it for Paulton?
As a bonus action, I will turn to Scary Lady, who just said very intimidating words. I'm just like, I just want to play you a nice little tune as my appreciation. I'm going to give some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Please don't be mad at me.
All right. So what will that actually amount to then? What does she get?
Let's see. 1d10 to 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
That's for Alessandra. All right. Handrew will use its action to give Manshoon the finger.
Hell yeah.
Simon will tell his captor, "Now would be a good time to run away." Durnan will attack the dragon 4 times. He will hit the dragon 4 times. Taking average damage, same as last time. Okay, the dragon is now about a little around half, lost half its hit points. and large chunks of it are smashed away.
Did Simon make an intimidation roll?
He doesn't really have to. There's enough going on that Urstel is contemplating all of his life choices. But Urstel has not done anything to Simon as yet. Alessandra's bodyguards will attack the demons. They'll each attack the demons 3 times. Okay, those are potential hits, but they're going to hit. So, Alessandra, you see your guards swishing their glaives around and just going through the mirror images. And images of these, false images of these demons are popping all around them until only the 2 demons remain. Manshoon with the ring. Bad.
My turn or Manshoon's turn?
Manshoon's turn. He is going to point a finger at Paulton and use a finger of death.
A what? A what?
He will point a metal finger at your head and cast Finger of Death.
That'd be a good time to counterspell. Can I counterspell that, please?
Sure. Since Finger of Death is a 7th level spell, you need to make a check.
How high do I have to be if it's 7th level?
The DC, and this is, so make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, which is Charisma.
Okay.
So it's a Charisma check against the DC of 17.
Okay.
Could I attempt to do the same?
There's nothing stopping either of you from doing this, but you might just want to wait till Strix tries.
Okay.
I'm trying to save my friends. I already messed up real bad.
Can someone tell me who it's being pointed at?
It's being pointed at Paulton.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
No!
So you do your counterspell doesn't work. Paulton, since you have not used your reaction yet.
So what am I rolling?
It is a Charisma check.
Okay.
DC 17. So it's just add your Charisma bonus.
Is that a saving throw?
No, it's just a straight ability check.
So he points his metal finger at me, and I just point back like, no. It was, 12 plus 5, so 17.
All right.
I think I get there's some sort of disadvantage to spells or like protection from spells that my aura gives. I'm frantically trying to look it up.
Okay.
So they're just counterspelling.
Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about that because Paulton just counterspelled the effect.
Just like,
How many times have I just like ruined
Strix
his
weakened
magic at this point?
no, Strix sucks. She's done.
The Ice Dragon. Manshoon has the Ice Dragon. It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Diath as he commands it to destroy Paulton. Actually, no. He's going to command it to breathe. So I will need Paulton, Evelyn, Diath, Simon, Miranda, and Dernan to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait,
Am I not close enough?
What's that?
Am I not close enough?
You are not in its cone.
I'm in the doorway. That's
Yeah.
right.
Wait, what's
Do I get advantage?
I forgot.
I'm on the other side of the wall.
Alessandra's in that. The wall actually isn't going to help you because it's going to basically blast through the wall.
Everyone
But I will give you advantage, Miranda, because you have cover.
Nice.
Okay. Is this the dragon?
This is
doing
the
this?
dragon doing this.
Everyone gets +5.
Why
Nobody-
is the dragon? Who commanded the dragon?
Oh, he's not attuned.
Would the dragon even listen?
Oh, that's a good question because Manshoon hadn't fully attuned. All you have to do is wear the ring to control the creature. But actually, since you used your ability, Paulton, I'm going to see if the dragon just ignores Manshoon, which it does.
Oh, nice.
Thank God, because I'm pretty sure that would have been a dead Simon.
Yeah. So you see, the dragon just kind of gives Manshoon kind of a dumb look.
Oh, he's back to being dumb.
Good Bessie. You don't listen to that bad man. You do what you want.
As the dragon is considering, decides not to do anything on this turn, Erstal, seeing that Manshoon has gone limp, with power, drops Simon and uses all his action to disengage. And you see Erstal leap away from you, Diath, spring through the wreckage into the back of the Yawning portal, leaping over the bar into the kitchen to escape.
That's fine. I hope one of the parents catch up to him.
More chaos outside, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Strix, what would you like to do?
The most useless party member would just like to continue to cry.
Okay. Well, there's still an ice dragon, and there's still an arch wizard with a staff of power.
Right. And I kind of look at the staff, and I'm like,
and there are 2 demons.
Okay, he's got that. There's the demons. There's that. I'm taking it into consideration.
It's also a fake Diath.
And a fake Diath.
True.
If you want an easy kill.
Garrett's like, please.
Is the inn like pretty fucked up?
Yes.
At this point.
Yes, and there's that one of the features of the inn is this big pit, the circular pit in the middle of it.
Oh, is anyone by the pit?
Yeah, the dragon's by the pit, Manshoon's by the pit.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's too stupid.
Great.
Hold on one second. And everyone's been hurt. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. You know what? I don't want to do my chickens because I feel like that's gonna take too long. So I'm just going, and he's already counterspelled so many times. Like, I don't know how many times this guy gonna counterspell me.
Depends on how many slots he has. Yeah.
A lot, probably.
Yeah.
So I'm, whatever. Fuck it. I'm gonna turn my staff into a frying pan and cast green flame blade on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up to Manshoon and hit him in the face.
Okay, go ahead.
And that's what I do. I just turn into a frying pan. I'm just like, if I can't cast spells, I'm gonna hit you in the face. And that's what I do.
Okay. Do you have to make an attack roll?
I do have to make an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my weird divine bullshit to add something to this. So that's
That's its actual name, by the way, divine bullshit.
yeah, that's my whatever. And that's 15.
So that's including your divine bullshit?
Yes.
Okay. He is able to block you with his staff. So your frying pan gets a big, loud clanging sound as it hits his metal staff.
Okay. Well, now that I've distracted him,
you are in his grill.
I'm gonna do quicken spell.
Okay.
And I'm really close to him.
Yes, you are.
So I'm gonna do
face to face. He bears his
really
his teeth
yeah,
at you.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know why I did this. I just was bad because I kept doing bad, and now I'm in trouble.
He says, "You're no wizard."
And I'm just like, no, I'm not a wizard. I'm a sorcerer. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm gonna do quicken spell Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
And at 11th level, it's 3d8. And it's 60 feet, actually. So
okay.
Anything within 60 feet of this... Oh, no, that's the range.
That's
Sorry.
the range, yeah. So
okay, so yeah, it's just down on one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Sacred Flame, so it's going to do 3d8. Actually...
You have to make an attack roll? Or is it a saving throw?
It is instantaneous. A save. Dex 17.
Okay.
Holly, does that... You call it, like, down?
Yes.
And is it, like, your green fire? Just
Yes, yeah, just, like, down, yeah.
Cool.
And it does radiant damage, actually, which you would notice.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So this green flame comes streaking down. He has advantage on his saving throw. Sorry, it's dexterity, you said?
Dexterity,
okay,
yeah.
that's kind of what he sucks the most at. So he rolled a total of 12 on his best save. So you're going to hit him.
All right, so that's 14 damage.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. He withers slightly under that, and you sort of burn a hole through his robe as it hits him right in the top of the head.
And it looks cool, and I'm like,
yes.
I'm a sorcerer. I might suck, but at least I can do this.
Distraction pan.
Distraction pan. Doppeldieth.
Oh!
You don't like that Strix is attacking your master.
Fear not, master. Strix, that you shouldn't do that. I will show you what you should not do. Listen to Dieth.
Strix like turns around. It's like, what the fuck?
What?
All right.
I guess just take 2 attacks.
Yeah, +6 on each attack on Strix.
Oh, I suck. What are the pluses on them again? Sorry.
+6.
Oh, 15 and 17.
Oh yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, and so it's a D6 +4 on each attack.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
I haven't lost any hit points. I'm fine.
These are really weak attacks.
Doink, doink.
By that I mean they're both max damage. 20 total
Okay.
out of both of them.
I'm just like, ow.
All right, that's Doppeldieth. Evelyn? Simon is no longer imperiled as the assassin who had him has fled.
Was Simon damaged at all?
Nope.
Good boy. So in my near vicinity is Alessandra, Paulton, the ice dragon?
The ice dragon, 2 demons, Doppeldieth, Manshoon, Strix. And
And
Alessandra's 2 bodyguards, and Gwyneth.
Dang. And on the edge of the pit is just the ice dragon or Manshoon as well?
They're both within pretty close to the edge of the pit. And so right now is Strix and Doppeldieth. They're all in that general edge of the pit area.
And Paulton is fully healed. Does Strix look worse for wear?
She just took her first damage.
I
20.
look fine. I'm just like, ow.
All right. Then Evelyn will look around with her aura of vitality still up, and she'll be like, and she'll go, and take it in for herself.
Okay.
So she will gain 4.
Okay.
And then she will just, she's like, I've had just about enough of you, and she's just gonna go ignite the Heart of Spinelli and go for Manshoon.
Okay.
We both have flaming weapons. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just did radiant damage. We're like, we're rocking it. So her first attack is poopy, and it is 16.
That is blocked.
Boo. Her second attack is a nat 20.
Oh, well then. Crit. Crit away.
Yay!
Oh. And she also feels like adding some divine smite to that might be.
I bet.
She's feeling pretty good about just telling the good word of Lathander to this evil wizard. So the natural damage is going to be 6. 8 is 14 plus 4 is 18, and then it's double the dice, right?
That's right.
So
We don't crit enough to remember what a crit actually is.
It is a rare thing for you guys.
34 natural with the sword without the divine smite, and then the divine smite is gonna be oops.
What was that?
Why? There we go. Okay. 34 plus 38. 40. I'm so sick. It's really hard to do math.
Oh no, you're sick?
Oh yeah, super sick.
No.
And then oh man, 46.
Thank
My
you.
last 2 rolls were 1s. That sucks.
All right, so you just start battering away on him, and the wizard just sort of gets knocked back by that mighty crit, and kind of withers under your blow, but is still on his feet. Miranda, what would you like to do?
Can you describe the area around and behind Manshoon for me?
Yeah, so they're in the main tap room of the inn, which is just absolutely littered with debris from the collapsed ceiling, crushed tables, splintered beams, things like that. But the dominant feature in the middle is a large, like over 20 feet across, circular shaft that plunges into the earth. It looks quite old. Manshoon is standing at the edge of it with Strix and Evelyn in a pitched battle, him using his staff to basically try his best to parry the blows of the frying pan and this flaming sword. Looming behind him, its claws basically clenched into the sides of the pit and the surrounding floor, is the great ice dragon, which is truly monumental, and your dear friend Gwyneth, fluttering above it.
Can I see a point behind him? Is it visible to me?
Yeah.
Do I get the sense that if I used hidden pathways, I would lose my call lightning?
Hidden pathways is not a spell, right?
No.
Then you're fine.
Okay. I'm going to hidden pathways right behind him.
Okay, Miranda suddenly appears, not too far from Strix and Evelyn.
I just call lightning down again on top of him.
Kaboom! All right, and he's got to make another dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Okay, this time he's going to do it because he rolled, I think, 20 total.
Okay, then he's going to take 10 lightning.
Okay, that he does. Zort.
Nice. Do I see Miranda for the first time? Or no, I saw her before. But I'm like, hey! Hey!
Evelyn, oh my gosh, hi! I'll make you flowers in a second, but we got just, you know.
Alessandra.
Is what's happening around me at the moment? So they've got that situation under control.
They've all got Manshoon surrounded, these three women, and then there's this big giant ice dragon that's threatening you. Well, not so much threatening you right now, because it's sort of stupidly watching, waiting to see who's going to control the ring next. The demons are by far the greatest threat. I use that word in quotes because your bodyguards are basically keeping them away from you, to the extent that you want to. I mean, they'll move aside and let you crush their demonic skulls, should you so wish. With your bare hands, if you so wish.
Oh, question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw 2 javelins at one time?
Yeah.
So I'd like to take my 2 adamantine javelins and aim them at the heads of the demons.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll against each demon.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, the first one's a 19, second one's a 18, and both of those are plus 12.
Well then.
What do you think's gonna happen,
Yeah.
Chris?
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage as you pierce the skulls of these creatures.
1d6 plus 6. So 12 and 8.
Okay. When they are struck by your javelins, the javelins literally just stick right in their heads. And they just start screaming and trying to pull these javelins out of their skulls. They're both still standing, but the unholy sound coming out of their throats right now fills you with a sense of pleasure.
Well, considering I get an extra attack, can I use it?
Mm-hmm.
Fun. All right, and then I would like to, are they within 30 feet?
Oh, yes.
I'd like to use Destructive Wave, and they must pass a Constitution saving throw or take 5d6 thunder damage.
Ooh,
All right.
Destructive Wave is real good.
Okay. And half damage if they fail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of them succeeds and one of them fails.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
short of DC.
A destructive wave courses through this place.
All right, so that's...
Dernan might have words, but...
18 to the first.
Okay.
$13 damage to the second.
Okay. They are both.
That's the one with half damage. For
Yeah,
them.
they are both looking really hurt. Next up is them. They are going to try to accost you, but your guards intercede again and make themselves the targets instead. So the demons do some damage to each of your guards, but your guards look like they can weather it. And of course, they're honored to take the damage in your stead. Diath? The dragon seems to be sort of struck stupid at the moment. It's not taking any obviously aggressive action. The greatest threats appear to be Manshoon, who's got Strix, Evelyn, and Miranda surrounding him, and the demons, whom Alessandra and her bodyguards have checked.
Okay. And Erstil is just out.
He's bailed. Yeah.
God, the voice gets away. All right. Well, seeing as Strix had just engaged him in melee combat, right in his face,
Yep.
this is the best opportunity for me to get behind him and try to. How? No, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up behind dumbass Doppeldiaz who's attacking Strix. I'm gonna fucking murder him.
That what Diath wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You have to hit an AC 14.
Oh, not 14.
Yeah.
Hold on. I say that, but I don't want to embarrass myself really badly here.
Doppeldiaz is also quite wounded.
That was close. All right, 16. So I did get him.
Okay, yes. Go ahead.
Is this a sneak attack or normal damage? What do you think?
He is engaged in melee, so you get your sneak attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna. All right, I'm just gonna do this. He's dead.
Okay, Diath eviscerates Doppeldiaz, who is no more.
Well, it was a lot too. It was like another 40 something.
Okay, he does not have that kind of. He's got 8 hit points left. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a backstab, and then like as he like loses consciousness and reverts back to his normal like doppelganger form, Diath will like pull his sword out and then like decapitate him and like shove his headless body to the ground.
Nice.
And blood like sprays all over everyone in the proximity. It's like
Gwyneth.
There's like extra rage and anger behind it.
Gwyneth, you see Miranda now dealing or in combat with Evelyn and Strix against this wizard Manshoon. The dragon seems to be kind of at a rest state at the moment, and there are 2 demons who seem to be truly occupied by some folks you
How
don't
far
recognize.
away is Miranda?
She's about 15 feet away from you, tops.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over. I'm gonna land next to her. I'm gonna say, "Excellent lightning, my love," and then I'm going to attack Manshoon with my ice rapier.
Okay.
Get him twice.
All right.
Maybe.
your face.
Oh, maybe just once. We'll see what the second roll is.
Okay.
That was a 13.
He's able to parry that with his staff.
And another natural 20.
Oh no! Okay.
That's my girlfriend.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh,
Roll
does
damage.
Evelyn hear the whole my love and my girlfriend stuff?
Everybody does.
She's like, she's looking at Miranda like, and then she hears that and you see her face freeze in this happy face and she's like, oh no. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, no. I can have more than one. I can have them all. I can have all the girlfriends.
I have a quick question,
Yeah,
Chris.
shoot.
When you do crit damage, do you do 2 rolls or do you 1 roll and then double it?
All the dice roll twice. So roll your weapon die damage again,
Okay.
and also your cold damage again.
It doubles? My cold
Yeah.
damage doubles?
Yeah. Anytime you roll a die, roll an extra die.
Okay. Okay. I'm too excited. I can't do math. Okay, so that will be why can't I do math right now? 12
Okay.
for regular damage.
Yep. Plus the
And
cold.
then plus 5 cold damage.
Okay. Your ice rapier goes through Manshoon's chest and comes out the other side so that Miranda, you can see the tip of her ice rapier sticking through the opponent. And Manshoon collapses dead at your feet.
Whoa! I'm going to take that ring. I'm going to take that ring.
So you can pick up an object as part of your action. So yeah, you can pull the ring off his dead, mailed hand.
Can I put it on my hand?
You can pick it up. That's all you can do. So, but you've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's not your turn yet, Miranda. Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh,
here.
we're still in initiative.
We're
Never
still
mind.
initiative. Yeah. So, who knows who will get the ring? Stay tuned. Don't need to worry about her. Don't need to worry about her. Actually, it's Paulton's turn next.
Oh, cool.
How convenient.
Paulton, Manshoon is lying dead at the edge of the pit. The ring on his metal hand, now waiting to be taken once again.
Just gonna.
Paulton.
Yeah, I know. Baby, I'm on my way. Give me a second. Don't want to rush it. I'm just gonna bend down and take the ring off his finger.
Okay. As soon as you hold it, it reactivates and attunes to you. And your eyes go brilliant to blue.
Why?
Evelyn also shouts why. Strix and Evelyn in unison shout
To go, why?
Like, all right. How do we destroy this thing?
Oh, I know. I've got it. That's why I was gone. I found out. I did. I really actually did. We need to go to the court of the Summer Fae Queen and put it on her finger. But before we do that, I need to ask her a favor. So.
Okay. Noted.
Hi, by the way.
The ring really does not want that to happen, Paulton.
You know what? Part of me doesn't want it to happen, but at this point, man, we've done this song and dance so much, and we should really just accept that this won't work.
You are incompatible.
Well, we're compatible. Like,
You are incompatible. That is
That
a
was-
toxic relationship, Paulton. We have had this conversation before.
Alessandra,
it
that
was-
is your husband's ring.
Oh, I know. And I'd like it back, please.
Oh.
Who is this woman?
Well, the last time that I saw them, I spared their lives, so I think that we should come to an agreement. I am Alessandra Rayburton, wife of artist Simber. That ring belonged to my husband, and it has also been promised to someone else to make good on the army that I used to storm your entire village, destroy your home. But what I'd suggest that you do is hand over the ring and let me return it to its rightful place.
And the Waffle Crew would know she's referring to the elves who crafted the ring. The ones.
also an option. Very much.
It's not
so.
an option.
No, this needs to be destroyed.
I feel like I'm kind of caught in the middle of this, so I'll just, let this be worked
Stay where
out.
you are.
Okay, I'm. This is a good spot. Definitely assessing all elements from.
I remind you, I've spared your life twice.
Her bodyguards sort of move in next to her, their pterodactyl helms staring at you impassively. The corpses of the demons turning to ichor behind them.
Are we out of initiative now?
Let's say we are.
Oh, thank God.
Let's not be rude. Let's introduce us to your new friend, Miranda. Hi, I'm Evelyn Marthane. Very pleased to meet you, beautiful ice lady.
Hi! She uses her staff to make a bunch of flowers, and she scoops up all the morning glories and tosses them over to Evelyn.
Oh, thank you.
Strix is crawling towards Manshoon to take his staff.
Okay, yeah, you pry that out of his other hand, and you can feel the power coursing through this thing is incredible.
Walks. It's like Diaz with the chest, but she takes.
He's also got a really nice black robe that you think might also be magical.
Oh, okay. I just start undressing him. He's just getting naked right there in the inn. I'm just pulling his clothes off.
Paulton sees like Evelyn introducing to the ice lady and Strix doing that. I'm like, that's what you're doing now. That's what we're.
Paulton, introductions are important. We are here to be polite, but also this ring is very important. Why does it need to return to the people that made it? Technically, those are my people, so...
What was your name, beautiful ice lady? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Hi, sorry, I'm Gwyneth.
Gwyneth, very nice to meet you. You are something like I have never seen before. Where do you come from?
Oh,
I made her!
Miranda made me.
Paulton, the dragon's under your control again, just FYI.
I was about to ask. Can I just is it like a vocal command, or can I just like tell it what to do with my brain?
The second thing.
Okay, can I just have it like just kind of bend down and grab me by the collar and just pull me up onto its back?
Oh my god.
While introductions are going on, you're just sort of hoisted up onto its icy back.
Excuse me, if I may ask, I know there's a lot of arguing going on, but if I may have the ring, then maybe I won't be destroyed with it.
No.
You were created by. That's important. She's like, are you like this ice dragon? Like you'll go away if the ring doesn't create you?
Well, not really. I mean, kind of. Without the ring, she's definitely getting hurt. But that's the favor I need to ask. The Summer Queen.
Evelyn looks at Alessandra with like big eyes and she's like, true love. You know about true love. If the ring destroys this beautiful relationship.
She's just saying about true love, and Strix is just behind her holding the staff, like sneaking it, like.
she is a truly sentient being as well, so that's.
I'm not controlled by the ring by any means, but I do believe that if it is destroyed, I might be as well.
I feel like the more we all talk and the more the scary lady just sits in silence, the more power we lose in this debate.
Well, I did ask her a question and she did not respond, so.
Yeah, now.
Why don't I journey with you to the elves?
Why?
What do you mean why? Because I've sworn an oath and I'm keeping my word. So
what is your oath?
I've sworn an oath to return this ring. And we can do this together, or we can do it another way.
So you are okay with it being returned to the Summer Court specifically?
Breaks, Chris, am I okay with it being returned to the Summer Court?
So it's supposed to go to the Elven Prince, not to the Summer Court. Now that being said, you haven't talked to the elves specifically about this situation, so
maybe journey to the elves.
Yeah. It's not beyond the realm of reason, but you are skeptical that the elves that you promised this ring to are going to want to see the ring destroyed. That might take some persuasion. But you can observe that this creature made of ice who's talking to you, this Gwyneth, who seems to be crafted by the ring, that you know the ring well enough to know that she's not wrong. Without the ring to sustain her, she will melt away.
You want the ring to remain, correct, Miranda?
I don't know.
Are you willing to lose your love over it? Because I can tell you it's not a fun thing.
No, I know. I know.
Are you prepared for that loss?
No, but this is not something that should be given to anyone. This is something that is beyond anyone's power. It should be destroyed.
Strix is like raising her hand behind everyone. She's like, why don't we just polymorph her? Like, true polymorph. Like Simon. Simon was not a boy. Simon is now a boy. I did not do that.
That's the metal boy.
Yes, he was not. He's now not a metal boy. Simon, you could explain that if you feel.
Look, I'm not
Not a metal boy.
See? So all we need to do is go talk to my best friend, the Blackstaff, and she can help us do a true polymorph.
This is something that can happen.
Yeah.
No, we did it to Simon. I mean, why don't we need to do it here? I know
Miranda
magic,
runs
but
over
I
and,
can't do
like,
that.
Miranda's gonna take Gwyneth's hands and say, "We'll take care of this."
Alessandra.
Now, DF, Evelyn, and Paulton, you know that Strix doesn't have a particularly personal relationship.
I look at the person who owns the T-Rex and the bodyguards.
Yes.
And say, I think you can help us, Alessandro, if you ride up on this. I'm sorry. I sometimes have a speech impediment from having my head hit on the ground too many times. Anyway,
that adds extra letters.
I think if you help us walk up there with all of your dinosaurs and things, she might be willing to help us. Plus the Ring of Winter and maybe everyone else here. Everyone wins. Except for Strix. Strix never wins. Just counterspelled all the time.
But Strix isn't losing right now, so
that's true.
Neutral.
That's true. I have Manshoon's clothes draped over me, and he is naked on the ground.
All this time in the background, just like I've gotten the ice dragon to just like roll over on its.
Oh my god!
These scratches.
Is it possible for me to walk up and take the ring off of Paulton?
You'd have to like kill him to take it off him, because you can't divest. You can't just seize equipment that people are wearing. There's no mechanism for that. Or you'd have to incapacitate him somehow and cut it off or rip it off while he's incapacitated or unconscious.
What if I can't take it off?
And I'll come with you.
Yay!
You just have a really injurable personality.
Once she's true polymorph, we could have a wedding. I've always wanted to do a wedding.
Okay, that's enough. Time to go. Sorry, Durnan, about your inn. Walks out the door.
You see, like, Paulton just kind of talking to this guy, like, wait, no, Chris, back up. What? That seemed really important to just gloss over.
So, what is the agreement that most of you have reached?
It sounds
concerned.
Like we're going to the Blackstaff to ask the Blackstaff to true polymorph Gwyneth before Alessandra takes the ring to the elves. Or to the court, whichever is discussed.
At that point, you decide to vacate the destroyed Yawning portal and make your way to Blackstaff Tower?
Can we talk to Durnan first?
You see Durnan is just he's gone over, sitting down on a chair, and is just pouring himself a drink.
I imagine during all this, Dieth was talking to Durnan and discussing City Watch things of ways like things like reprimands and repair costs.
He's actually surprised to find out that you're a member of the City Watch.
Someone who actually didn't know, and they blew it. Damn. That's fine. Well, those discussions were going on in the background during all.
Yeah, he says he's had to make, more extreme renovations.
Yeah, it'll look even nicer than before.
Yeah. He doesn't seem terribly worried. He says he has a nice nest egg put away for just such dire emergencies, and frankly, this can't help but add to the reputation of the place.
Can Evelyn ask him if he wants any, interior decorating help?
He looks around at the carnage that you've all inflicted and said, "No, I think you've helped enough."
All right, well, let me know if you're sure. I've got some real good wall stencils and things like that.
Time to go see the Blackstaff. Let's go.
Okay.
Miranda's gonna go around and try and mend a little bit as she leaves. Like, I'm sorry. No, I'm really sorry. We didn't mean to. I'm sorry, it's just like half of a table leg is fixing.
Yeah, you meant a table leg, and then a big chunk of the second floor just sort of falls behind you.
No!
Yeah, I also left. I left the gauntlet on Manshoon. He's naked.
Sure,
But he
just
still
the
has
gauntlet. Right, yeah.
So
Okay,
I don't
great.
want that. It's creepy and weird.
Understood.
I want that.
On the way out, Paulton walks by him and just goes to his drink and then just is like, "Sorry, buddy," and like gives it a little flick to like chill it,
Okay.
and just keeps walking.
You just have the dragon breathe on it a little bit.
Mhm.
All right, so the ice dragon follows Paulton out, tearing off the facade of the building as it emerges. Whereupon you find that the street outside is full of city watchmen and a lot of arrested members of the Gentarum who are being hauled off.
Miranda's inside, like, trying to take the gauntlet off and watching out. Oh no!
You can see also that members of the Watchful Order, which are basically wizards in the employ of the city, called upon to defend at moments of need, have also arrived, and the Blackstaff is here.
Oh, hi, buddy.
She is over having a conversation with a city watch sergeant. Vajra is a svelte young woman with, of course, her trademark ebony black staff. And you met her briefly before, and she turns and just rolls her eyes so far into the back of her head that
I'm in Manshoon's like clothes, holding this other staff and my staff. I have two, holding two at once, like awkwardly, and one's like falling out.
I should have known.
No, we did it! Look, Manshoon, he was super evil. Anyway, I have this sentient ice being that needs to be true polymorph so that we can destroy the Ring of Winter, which is also super evil. Also, I'm so glad we're friends. Let's get coffee one day. I can make you a pie.
Makes amazing pie.
Hi, I'm Gwyneth.
It's ice cream.
Are you sure you want to be something other than what you are? Because you are really quite beautiful.
Hey!
Thank you. Yes, I would like to not melt.
But, okay, what would you like to be?
Oh,
Normal?
but normal what? What is
To make her an elf. Everyone's an elf. The ring was an elf, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Vajra will say to Gwyneth, she'll just lean in very quietly and she says, people like this abhor normality.
I'd be mostly normal.
So what would you like to be, my dear?
I am rather fond of my wings.
Okay, she says, humans don't have wings. So you don't want to be a human. What do you want to be? A bird?
What? Just gonna turn to Miranda.
Could she be an Eladrin? Winter flavored? You know, it's a theme.
Vajra sort of looks quizzically, like she's not exactly sure what you're talking about. This seems to be, whatever it is you're describing is kind of out of her field. She says, there are legends of winged elves. Is that what you're referring to?
Sure, close enough.
They're called Avariel, although they have been gone from this world, as far as I know, for millennia.
Is that too much to ask for?
Well, I'd like to do some research before I do anything so drastic. Perhaps the two of you could stay with me until we get this matter resolved.
Man, I've never gotten to stay with her.
That'll give us time to plan the wedding.
Oh, still the wedding. Well, there's a suggestion of a wedding, which we'll have to talk about.
This might have commitment issues.
Yes. Well,
Right?
if you've been through what I've been through, you would understand. But also, I've been with her for what, 6 months? That's a little hasty. Well, it's a conversation.
Strix has put one of the healing pies into Vajra's robes.
Just dropped it into her boot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a note that just says, "Love Strix, your friend."
Yeah, so the Blackstaff is willing to entertain the idea and take Miranda and Gwyneth back to Blackstaff Tower to look at possibilities, what can be done. But that still doesn't explain, she says, the dinosaur, and she looks at the Triceratops across the street.
Well,
I don't really know either.
Does anybody own that? At
Strix
which point,
points at Alessandra.
Nylendre comes over and tells the Blackstaff that she owns it and that she is in the service of the lady Alessandra Rayburton, and gestures to you, your character Christina, whereupon the Blackstaff looks at you with knowledge, like she suddenly realizes who you are, and she says, "I didn't realize that you were in the city, my lady. Is there anything that we could do to make your stay more enjoyable?" And she looks around at all the carnage.
Strix is like,
I believe we have a long journey ahead and some rest might be nice.
You're more than welcome to come to Blackstaff Tower as well.
everyone gets to go.
Is this once everyone names? No, that would be... Thank you. Thank you for your hospitality. We've had quite a day.
And yes, we have much to discuss, and we'll take care of the cleanup here. The rest of you be off now.
Strix is making this
She
face.
sort of makes a shoo move at the dragon. Shoo.
Bear with me.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you, Vajra, for not hating me, at least, and helping my friends.
Is that a pie in my boot?
Time to go! Turn around and just walk away.
All right. So Alessandra and her company, Gwyneth and Miranda, you leave with the Blackstaff to Blackstaff Tower to get the matter resolved. But what of the ring? It's currently in Paulton's possession.
This is the, like, just while they're talking, just swoops by, just, nice dragon!
Oh no, that's why I said there with me. He's not going out of my sight at the moment.
Okay.
Woo!
So, Paulton, what are you going to give up the ring?
That's
The
a
ring
good
doesn't
question.
want you to.
How am I feeling about that?
Resisted it before.
You can attempt to resist it if you want. You can make a charisma saving throw to part with the ring. Otherwise, it owns your ass.
What? Please do it.
Oh, not again!
What's the DC?
Roll.
Think of the
Oh my
character
god, no, don't just say roll. Ah!
Think of the character arc.
22.
22? Yeah, you can part with the ring. It doesn't own you.
What do you do?
I'm like, so I go to give, I'm giving it to Alessandra, right? Is that what the agreement was? Or them?
I'm sure she'd like that.
I'm just like, welp, as discussed and agreed, here is the ring that I am giving you willingly.
Why do you always make things so difficult?
I'm literally handing you the ring. Just take it, please.
I'm taking it from you, but you really should have some introspection at some point. You've got some serious issues.
When you take the ring off him, you see he can't help himself. It's like a huge burden of sort of mental weight disappears from him, and his eyes revert to their normal color, not this sort of glowy blue, the crackly, icy blue that has filled them up to that moment.
Evelyn is who's standing nearby is so proud, and she goes to like hug him, and then she goes to like, she's kind of like, She just chucks him on the shoulder, and she's like,
Ah!
"Good choice."
And the ring says to you, sort of telepathically, Alessandra, "Oh shit." And
Is the dragon still out?
yeah, it's just now looking toward Alessandra, sort of dumbly.
I just give a pat and just like, you did good, Bessie. I'll never forget you.
Can I communicate with this dragon?
When you attune to the ring, you can. Take about 5 minutes.
Oh. Can I ask it what its name is? Because I don't think Bessie is its name.
You don't think it would actually know. It's just a construct that exists to serve you. It doesn't really have an identity.
Bessie.
But yes, you now have the ring, and it does not dare try to force its will upon you.
Ah.
Wonderful.
It just remains
That's
very
nice.
quiet.
Yes, until next time.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. Come back anytime. We love
Hey.
visitors.
I mean, let's not make it a habit.
I saved your life.
That was.
Strix will walk.
I played you a song.
Ew, he did.
You got a free performance from Paulton Seppa. So I mean,
Strictly, he like reaches in a bag of pies and just like walks up to her and is like, "Thank you," and just like
Are they
drops into
cherry?
her hands. They are cherry, yes.
Thank you, Strix.
You're a good person,
I'll miss you,
and we
Bessie.
appreciate your help.
All right.
And you too, Miranda, and you too, Gwyneth. Please have fun with the Blackstaff.
I'm very happy. I
We'll
can't
try.
maid of honor in your wedding.
All right. So
Can I look at Strix and say something really quick?
absolutely.
She's like,
I want to lean in close to her and just say, I'll put in a good word for you.
"Thank you."
All right. So when the Blackstaff, Alessandra, Gwyneth, and Miranda march away with Vajra, that leaves the Waffle Crew to convalesce. Anything you want to do once the four of you are reunited?
Is it no longer snowing upward?
The snow is stopped, and the clouds have parted, and sunbeam is shining down upon the four of you.
Oh
Oh,
my god, yeah.
Who wants to gather up Simon and be like,
I wasn't scared, he says.
"I know you weren't, and thanks for telling mommy when daddy needed help."
I love you guys.
Aw.
Strix is like eating a pie with like the 4 robes on her shoulder, and she's like, "I love you guys too."
Eva just starts gathering everybody into a group hug.
Strix reluctantly leans in,
Yeah.
doesn't use her arm, just like this.
Okay. All right. So you have your moment in a small coda. Sometime later, Durnan decides to take his sword and hack the iron gauntlet off of Manshoon, and he puts it in a locked.
No!
He puts it in a locked chest.
I wanted it!
In a back room
Nice.
of the Yawning portal.
Cool.
To get the hand is actually attached to his body. Miranda, did you?
I would have taken it all.
You would have taken it all. Great. Then you now have the hand with you.
Oh God,
Ah! Yes.
All
I just
right.
I
like
don't
weird
want that.
stuff.
I don't want that.
I like weird stuff.
I mean, I like weird stuff too, but not weird, evil, magical stuff. I draw a line.
Then while you're basically walking, Miranda, you can feel the hand moving.
Ew.
Yeah, see, no. Mm-mm.
Cool.
I'm just gonna like take the gauntlet and try and dump the hand out. Get out.
There is no hand. There's nothing inside it.
Oh, just the whole.
It's the
oh,
yeah.
it-
The actual articulated limb is moving.
Okay.
And that's where we'll stop.
You know, if there's weird shit, I'm gonna try and take it.
Of course.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I
How
gotta.
many, do you have a total on how many NPCs you were controlling? I would like to
listen,
know.
I took.
'Cause that
You
was
had
amazing.
2 T-Rexes. You had the druid friend, Christina's druid friend. You had 2 Manshoons. Your green demons, the ice dragon, Durnan, 2
Snake.
bodyguards, questionable assassin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other people you introduced.
Yeah. There are like
the
25 people.
Oh my
City
god.
Guard.
Oh my god.
Is Terrence dead?
Oh my gosh.
Lots of cards.
Is Terrence dead, or did he just disappear in that moment?
So Terrence got sucked down
Or
by.
she, I'm sorry, she.
Terrence got sucked down by an imprisonment spell, and is basically trapped in the bowels of the world.
Oh!
What?
It's dead.
Nice.
She's not dead. She's salvageable.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
Well, you have the ring for now. You can make a giant T-Rex.
That's true. The Blackstaff can just summon you one. They can do anything, as what Strix thinks.
Yeah.
Also, is that a staff of power? I just looted off of Manshoon.
Sure is.
And what are his robes?
Robe of the Archmage.
What? What do I do with that stuff?
Yeah, and so
Wear it.
but Alessandra, if anybody describes to the Blackstaff, she can probably help you try to break the imprisonment with a freedom spell. If you want to see Terrence reunited with you.
Oh.
That will take some work, and you will owe her.
Hey guys, look, I'm drinking from an invisible bottle.
All right. Nice. Nice. So we've already run long, so let's keep the announcement short. But before we part, I just want to say thank you, Erica and Rachel and Christina for joining us on our little show and for bringing your characters back to life again.
Yay.
Of course.
And,
Anytime.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
let me know if you want to do the wedding episode. I'm sure we can fit that in
Yes.
somewhere.
Oh my god, I know Evelyn wants to.
Yes.
Oh, you're not single anymore? I'm really happy for you.
Yes.
Listen, I mean, Miranda might just be poly. Who knows?
Yes. I know everybody helped, but congratulations, Gwyneth, on the killing Manshoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand up through the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's the only way to go.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
Amazing that a creation of the Ring of Winter was his ultimate undoing.
I hadn't thought of that, but that's
Ooh,
good.
ironic.
That's good irony.
How beautiful.
Poetic
How
justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big announcements, and I want the people who are the guests to tell their shows.
Oh. My show starts
Well-
in 30 minutes.
We are both on Girl Scouts Glory. That's mostly where you can find us. Yeah, stay tuned to our Twitter for more crazy things that might be happening.
And your Sirens of the Realms, Christina, right? With
Yes, Sirens of the Realms, our season finale is about to start at 7 o'clock on twitch.tv/DND, aka this channel right here.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I will be on Ironkeep Chronicles playing regardless. So that's at 8 o'clock on twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show.
Yay.
Yep.
Yay, Christina, birthday girl!
That's right. I didn't.
Yeah, happy birthday! I love
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you. It was so much fun to do, like, for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
for everyone that didn't see, next week Paulton is finally coming to Idle Champions. So
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Today, congratulations.
yeah, so the whole crew's there.
Complete with Simon.
Yep.
That.
Yup.
Yeah. Exactly. I was so happy when I saw the images that they sent with Simon riding around on Paulton. That was great.
It's so cute. And it's still Construct Simon. So.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Okay.
my brief announcement is I will be playing Starfinder on Dark Galaxies Gaming starting this week at 6:30 every Tuesday right after Dice Gamer Action. So if you want to come watch Starfinder, I'm going to be learning and you can learn along with me.
Nice.
Yay!
My only announcement is we have a subreddit. Go check it out, gamers.
Gamers!
And my only announcement is, that's all, folks. We
Oh
will
my
be
God.
back. We will be back next week with another episode of Dice Camera Action. Until then, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and may you have a happy week. Stay warm, all you people in the middle of the country.
Bye.
Bye.